everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ray Love and I'm back with another mukbang edition. And today y'all know who I have with me, my lovely friend Melissa.
Hello people.
Alright, we were supposed to do a Thanksgiving leftover mukbang, but not many leftovers made it.
What happened was we ate it.
Right. So we got some collard greens, we got some leftover mac and cheese, and I have some ribeye that I made. Let's say a prayer so we get it in because I'm hungry. Heavenly Father, thank you for this food placed before me. In Jesus' name, always. Amen. Amen. All right, y'all. This is what we got. This is what we got. Now, we had all the staples. Some of y'all saw my plate. I put it up in my community tab. We had ham.
Potato salad.
Greens. Turkey.
Stuffing.
Turkey that's moist.
What? That is shocking.
Always give me that question.
So moist. So moist.
Is that what we had?
Yeah.
We had
Rice.
We had rice. Rice and beans with like sausage in it.
Oh my gosh, that was so good.
It was really good. I feel like this is too light. Hold on.
Is that better?
Much better.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to turn the light down on y'all. Oh, we got some neck bones back here too. You know them in the greens anyway.
That's what I'm picking at right now.
You want some neck bones? Y'all have been coming through and emailing me y'all stories and things you want advice on, or just stories you have. Right? If you have a like crazy story that happened, like, you know what, this should be a story time.
Somebody needs to hear this.
Right. I could talk about that too. Remember to email me at release it to Ray. Now, I think on the last video I put releasing it to Ray.
Verbally, I think, but the email you did put release it to Ray.
Oh, I did?
And on the community post, I think you did release it to Ray.
Yes, I put it on the community post
to
too.
Ray.
Release it to Ray at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Check my community post as well, y'all. I'm definitely gonna do that. It's gonna be in my description box, period. So don't worry about that, guys. The email will be in my description box. That's a good idea, Melissa. All right, y'all. We're gonna start with one. We're gonna do one today. This one is super, super special because this subscriber is the reason why I'm doing Release It to Ray.
Yep.
It was her idea for videos and a series that will be weekly. I don't know what day. I don't think I'm gonna pick a day. Just know one of my videos weekly will be a Release It to Ray.
Do you want to do a poll and let them pick the day?
I mean, we could do a poll. I ain't gonna lie, the day don't work for me, y'all.
Okay, so have them suggest a day, not pick a day.
Right. But we gotta help her out. One thing I want to say is, in my comments, be kind. People coming for advice. And just be kind, because it could be you, or you may have relate in some kind of way. So that's a good thing too, because I hope when you do put in an email, you know, you check the comments. You know what I mean? So that other people may have some advice as well.
Yeah, you don't want to be disrespectful when someone's already going through something hard.
Right.
It's tough enough as it is.
Not that y'all did that in any way the last time. Just I'm just saying it because, you know.
You never know.
People be bugging. All right, we have it. Melissa, you want to read it?
Yeah.
Okay, Melissa's going to read it. And we're going to listen carefully because this is a long one, y'all. And I'm only doing one today. But I just want to thank everybody that put it in. I have like over, yesterday I checked through 25. I have over 35 right now. And I will get to each of them. Some days, some weeks, I'm going to do 2. But I'm going to get to all of them. Trust me.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, read it.
Dear Ray Love, approximately a year ago, I met this woman at work. Parentheses, now I vowed to never get involved with anyone, any place I work, but I thought it was something different about her.
Girl, been there, girl.
Boy, was it.
Girl. Go ahead.
I never told her I was liking her and had been thinking about being with her. I asked her if she would like to go to dinner to celebrate promotion at work, and she said, I don't think my girlfriend would like that too much. I'm like, you can bring who you want. I genuinely wanted to do something nice for her to recognize her accomplishments at work, even though I was attracted to her. I was not planning on making a move for many reasons. One day, she asked me over to her place for a romantic evening. I tried to refuse a little, but I did not take much to change my mind, not gonna lie. I was kind of stoked to ascertain that our feelings were mutual.
Okay.
Anyway, she told me if I didn't like it, she wouldn't take offense and we would just go on as co-workers and maybe friends.
Okay.
I asked her, but what if I like it, then what? She said, then we'll go from there.
Oh.
Now, I knew I was wrong for accepting an involved woman's invitation.
Oh, she was still involved at this time.
She was still involved. And in no time did she say that they broke up yet, which is why she said she tried to say no a little. But
okay,
she
happens.
knew.
I'm listening.
Yeah. For the record, she told me that she was in the process of breaking things off with her then current girlfriend.
Okay.
I went over and let's just say we had a great time.
Okay.
She said we had a time last night. No one ever had made me feel like that, ever. A couple weeks later, she told me that she had broke things off with her girlfriend and she wanted me to be her lady.
Oh.
Eventually, I became the girlfriend.
Nice.
I was so happy with her. She took the time to know me and my body. She studied me.
Oh.
Okay.
As we lesbians do.
You know. She is a very fast learner and pretty much mastered how to satisfy me, make me smile, and ultimately, and unfortunately, how to use, manipulate, and hurt me.
Don't they do that too, y'all?
You know?
This is going to be a trigger for me, I already know. Go ahead.
Things were okay for a while. She treated me like I was special, jewelry, trips, dinner nights, ran bathwater with rose petals, etc. Okay, okay. She even proposed.
Wow.
Wow. I couldn't believe that I was blessed with such an amazing, attentive, sexy, gorgeous woman, in parentheses, or she would correct me, handsome. We started to break up, in parentheses, to make up, a lot due to arguments, disrespectful behavior, such as dancing provocatively with a woman in my face because I was too shy to dance. I guess she had to prove a point. Me choosing to leave, then to argue, this one she despised the most. Putting her hands on me. One time, here recently, she choked me. I felt my air supply being cut off and her daughter had to come and pull her off of me.
No.
And I still went back.
It's okay.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens.
All this because I didn't come in right after work. I love her so much, perhaps she felt obligated to try and love me back. I gave my all. Anything she asked of me, needed, wanted, I was there. I just wasn't enough. She wanted my hair straight instead of natural styles. I had to introduce her a certain way or it was a problem. She wanted me in more revealing tight clothes, heels, jewelry, etc. I changed everything about myself for her while loving and accepting her just the way she was.
Damn.
I couldn't understand how she was attracted to me but liked nothing about me at the same time. That's a good question.
Right.
Things just spiraled downhill from there. My car was stolen from her home along with my wallet, social security card, credit cards, etc. That just sounds weird. I was fired because I was fed up with her one day. I came into work and closed the door. Everyone thought I slammed it, but the door was not purposely slammed. I then lost my home and she asked me to come stay with her. I agreed. But if I took too long to come home or sat in the car, there would be an argument. I was never doing anything against her, just being myself. I sat in the car sometime in front of my own home, just tired from work, eating or listening to the radio, maybe calling family to check in, anything. I never knew it would play a part in losing the woman I love so dearly. Friday, November 18th, I got off from work, came home, and was sitting in the car, listening to music and sipping a little. She texted me what was taking me so long to come in. Shortly after I entered the home, she's on the phone. I hear her and a woman discussing dogs. I leave the room and text her, let me know when you finish your phone call. She asked me, why, where are you? I replied, downstairs, duh. Don't worry, I'm not listening. And her response was, laugh out loud, whatever. The way she responded was suspicious to me, so I texted her, I'm heading out, and that's when all hell broke loose. She ended up telling me it was an ex who had put her dog down and called her because she didn't know what to do or how to cope. The ex was crying and needed consolation. I didn't hear any crying though. But the problem is she told me all of her exes were blocked because I was different and she wanted to move different with me. I heard many names, but this was a name she had never mentioned. I got upset. I threw the ring at her. I later apologized. She attempted to hit me, but then decided to just put me out. She called her ex back to blatantly criticize me.
She lost her space, y'all.
I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Storyteller.
The both of them were calling me insecure, bitch, and other names. I was shocked and crushed after that and apparently started to block them out. Shortly after, believe it or not, I tried to talk it out and reconcile right then instead of 2 days or weeks later like normal. She said, I'm ready for you to go. It was over and she'd never call me again. She called the next day as I sat devastated, crying, feeling empty, worthless, and texting a crisis center. She asked where I was and what I was doing at that very moment. She revealed that she had opened the door for her exes because things hadn't been going so good between us. So why waste time, stay engaged to me, and ask me to come back so many times if you knew you didn't feel the same way as before? All I asked of her is that she didn't pity me, tell me that if she's not happy with me and if there's no desire to work it out, I'd leave with no questions asked. Honestly, the reassurance that she would wake up one day and not want to be with me and put me out. Ray, this may be TMI, but I haven't done anything to take care of my hygiene in 3 days. I go to work because I need to. I'm trying to survive and be able to take care of myself, but I am not the same. She sucked the life from me and I have almost nothing left. My heart, soul, life, and sanity were tampered with and not taken for granted. I feel like I'm slowly becoming non-existent. What are your thoughts as to where I went wrong? Why couldn't she love me the way I loved her? Why would she betray me like this? If you have any questions for clarification before deciding to do a video, please let me know. Thank you so much, Ray. I appreciate you for having a listening ear, an open heart, and mind.
Well,
I'm not going to say her name.
Yeah. I appreciate you for writing in. Couple of things came to me while I was listening to your email. One,
there's a lot to unpack there.
I don't think you necessarily did wrong in the relationship, but I'm gonna hit you with something that you probably are not thinking of, because you're thinking of where you went wrong between you two, and you're dissecting, as we all do, you two. First thing I see is that you guys had a lot of rules on each other, whether it be she to you or you to her. Sometimes we mask rules with what offends us. You know, you know this is disrespectful. You shouldn't do this in front of me. This makes me uncomfortable. And it really is our own security. It also is not coming to the table with what you expect from the beginning. When two people come to the table, right? You get in a relationship, you say, this is what I expect. And if they break that, that's where you know the relationship may not work. You said she did a lot of great things, which is beautiful. People could be romantic. You can have a great sexual chemistry and a relationship does not work. So that's off the bat. I feel like there was just too many, you guys were kind of codependent, and she was, and I had a lot of control over you in your life and what you did and how you did it. I understand breakups. I'll give you a scenario. When I went through my breakup, I sat on a couch, and behind this little fake brick that I got, this backdrop, is a closet. And I looked at that closet door, and I kid you not, for 3 days. I didn't eat. I think Melissa came and gave me some eggs at one point. I couldn't fathom life. Like, my brain wouldn't compute.
Every time we came in the room, she was staring at the door of the closet.
Just in shock.
Or gone. Like, you have to snap your fingers. She'd be like, huh?
Right. Just complete. I wasn't eating.
No.
I'm sure I wasn't showering.
No.
So that's completely normal. And I'm positive by now, because I'm taking a little time to answer this, that you already took your shower. So
it happens when you're depressed. It happens when you're going through things. You don't care about yourself.
Right. That's completely normal. I think where you went wrong, because that was one of the questions that you asked, is not caring enough about you. About you. I know in a relationship, too, you're supposed to give 110% and give a lot of yourself. And I get that we share things and we do things together and we keep each other in mind. Because then what's the point of being in a relationship? So I would never say, like, you're in a relationship, like, you gotta think about you and only you, because that don't make no sense. Because then why are you in the relationship? You understand?
Yeah.
So I understand. But it has to come a point where you care about you.
Okay,
It also seemed like you guys had a lot of mind games going on, right? Like when you heard her on the phone. You didn't feel comfortable enough to be honest with her and say, who are you talking to? What's going on? You guys did not trust each other. And it probably could be from how you started. Which is why you didn't trust each other. I mean, yes, that's natural. But that's what it sounds like to me. Because, you know, you're asking her a question. You're texting her. I'm leaving.
Yeah, and you're in the house.
Yeah, you're not saying what you're really feeling in that moment. And I know if somebody was to break down what you was feeling, I was feeling, like who she's talking to. And, But if you trust each other, you can ask that question.
You don't have to text. You could have been like, hey, what's going on?
Right. People lie, sweetie. And I'm going to give you that. Okay? People lie. We all do. Some people are such cowards, they never tell the truth, though. Like, they never get to that point to tell you, like, all right, this is what really happened. So you'll never really know. I'm still waiting for my closure. Personally. I'm still waiting. Like, I never really got the real deal story. Like, you know.
I know.
You just,
I hear you.
some people are cowards.
Sometimes you don't get it.
And that's the worst thing because you can't move on. That's what it feels like. Yeah. But when you start putting all that love you put into someone else that kind of didn't, I wouldn't use the word deserve it, but kind of didn't appreciate it. I like to use that word better. You start seeing how much you are worth, how much your value is, and how maybe you don't want to be with her. So I don't think you did anything wrong. I just think you guys started off rocky. And that's why it ended that way. You know, it started off mistrust. It started off, and you started off already kind of like saying, okay, I'll take that from you. You kind of already like set that tone. So without you knowing it, and without her probably even thinking that, you know.
That's what's going on.
Yes, but it just happened. So now, I don't even know by the time this reaches you if you got back with her. And if you did, that's fine. People go back and forth all the time. But I would tell you that if you strengthen yourself, and this is the truth, if you strengthen yourself while you are in a relationship or not, there are certain things people cannot do to you anymore, any longer. They won't be able to. They literally won't be able to do the same manipulation that they ever did, the same crap that they won't be able to because, see, you're stronger. So even if you're with her right now, hey, bro, just get shot together.
You cannot be for real.
You will start to feel stronger because you're strengthening yourself. You'll be able to say, I don't know if I want this.
Boundaries.
Right.
For sure.
I'm going to stop this. Maybe it'll be you who walks away.
You never know.
That's my take on it.
I'm going to go back to it because I think I saw something and I want to make sure of it before I...
Also, that putting hands on you, total disrespect.
Oh, hell no!
And sounds like a real controlling person.
And
that
very much a lack of emotional control.
Right.
And self-control. And that lack of control...
Because you guys sound grown.
Yeah, can be dangerous.
And they do say don't shit when you sleep, but... Like, basically don't date people you work. But I had a love affair for years, and it was with somebody I work with. So I wouldn't say that. It's just, you got to get to know people deeply and really push them to their boundaries. Because it's so funny how everybody want to be there when it's all good, if that makes sense, right? So it's all good, and it's like, oh, this is amazing. And then when it gets bad, sometimes you'll see your partner leave. And you may be seeing that.
Yeah.
When everything's all good, it's like the person's happy. But I saw the most when I was at my lowest that someone could not stand with me because they were so busy thinking about how they weren't comfortable or what they wanted. That you realize, like, dang, when in the nitty gritty, I can stand with you. Like, I can go through your bad, but you can't go through my bad. And it's like, that's hard. I would say, start focusing on yourself. I would say you need that a little bit more, just by hearing the type of relationship you guys had. And it's okay that you went back, but I'm telling you, next time she put her hands on you, you better kick her where it hurts, like as much as you can. That is a boundary because most likely she's gonna do it again.
Yes.
If somebody got a hand problem, they got a hand problem.
I checked just now, and at the end you said basically that she went to hit you when you guys had that argument about her being on the phone, but instead decided to kick you out.
Right.
If she wasn't done with you, she would have hit you, and that's a problem. Right. You're not. Yeah. You guys are not people who had a certain altercation in the street. Like there should be a certain level of respect.
Right.
And
you didn't say, it didn't sound like you didn't say, I'm all in her face.
Yeah.
Wailing. Yeah. I'm trying to fight her. And you didn't say any of that.
If anything, what I went back also to check was that you were saying you were in the car a lot. And then you said, I tried to talk to her instead of doing it 2 days/a week later, like I always do. So it sounds like when things got really bad, you shut down and you'd rather stay in the car or like not talk about it. I understand avoidance. I understand if something gets very big and very scary, wanting to not. And this, it's not where you were wrong, but a lesson would be like, and with what Rachel said, when it comes to boundaries, is communicating that. I don't like that. I don't want that. And it's okay for you to do. It's okay.
If you do avoidance too, the problem is you don't see when it's time to let go. Yeah. Right? So if somebody likes to avoid even a conversation, they cannot see right in front of their face, like we keep arguing. It's time, they're trying to avoid that too. Yeah.
Of course.
Because you said that. We keep arguing. You know, we keep making up to break up, to make up. Listen.
And you got tired of it and you would stay out. It was leading down a certain road.
That you didn't want to go.
And exactly. And sometimes taking, being honest with yourself in that way can help you change for the future. Because you will know people in the future. You will care about people in the future. And you may want to handle it in a different way.
Right.
You may want to communicate better. And also the communication, like I was saying, helps set your boundaries, like what Ray was saying. Making sure that you can communicate, I don't like this, I don't want to do this. No, I would like to wear this. And if maybe you guys would have seen the differences before, I understand that you didn't want to break up, but the split may have been different.
And that's why I don't like, and that's another thing, I don't really like to change a person when I'm with them. That's why I don't like certain questions. Should I do this? Should I do that? It's more like, I don't know, you should dress the way you want. I don't want you to turn into something that is my type. You understand? Women do that too.
That's true.
And I'm smart. I can see it. Like, all right, girl, I don't need you, because if I wanted that, then I'd be there. So you want to be yourself. Authenticity for me is the biggest turn on.
Of course.
Realness, authenticity, it's just that genuineness, that I am who I am. Even if you are who you are and you say, these are changes I want to make, I respect that much more than you acting like me or acting like anything you think I like. You know what I mean? So when she was trying to make you do that, that's when you put your foot down.
And that says a lot about her and who she is. That she, you said, there was a very powerful line when you said, you don't know how she liked you so much that she tried to change everything about you. It was like there was nothing left of you for her to like. And that was a big clue for you. You want someone to care about you for you.
Right, and you shouldn't do what you do. That's why sometimes I always say, like, you're great. You're just not great for me. That's how it works. Like, I don't want you to stop being who you are. It's just not my cup of tea. Sometimes things work in the short run. Sometimes things work in the long run. You know what I mean? So sometimes you could look at a person and say, this is great in the moment, but it's not. When I'm thinking about 60, 70, 80, I'd rather be alone than deal with certain things.
For real.
That's just because I know myself and what's it going to bring out in me. And if it's going to bring out the worst in me, I don't want you there in that way.
You know, and that's an excellent point. Think about this relationship and the way that it went. Can you imagine you guys in your 50s, 60s, and 70s?
Right.
Can you imagine the control would have gotten worse. Not just what you wear. It could have been what you ate. It could have been what you did. Could have been, obviously, if you had to come right in.
How she know if you got stopped or you had to stop at the store after work or
you had a family emergency or a friend said, can you please come over? I just broke up with someone. There's so many life.
And it works that way the other way around. As a stud, it actually works that way. Sometimes women are so jaded with what love is, they think you don't love them if you don't control them.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't ask. It's like, girl, I'm giving you your autonomy, your femininity that you want, that you scream for all the time. When you're watching something on the news, like, yes, girl, freedom roar. But when you want me to call you in 5 minutes to show you I love you?
No, that's
I
true.
respect you. I trust you.
Yes.
That's why you don't take it for granted.
Exactly.
So I think you should just work on you.
Yes. And hopefully
without her for a little while.
Yeah. And hopefully you'll see the blessing in this.
Or you guys can get back to listen.
You never know.
I'm a believer of love can come back around.
This might be a lesson that you guys need to learn to come back together stronger. But the things that you guys did wrong.
The only way it could get better is if you do some work apart. And real work. You know? Not waiting for the other person to come back. Like real work, life work, doing it. Maybe it'll come back around. I never know. I never say never. That's how I always feel like. You never know who you see me with. I don't know. But I do know one thing, I'm important. And once I learned that, it's something that I can't forget. It's like a lesson you just never forget. Yep. I love y'all. And I hope this helped you. At least to see that you're a good person and you deserve love. Yes. And at least you deserve to think about how you love as well. Because sometimes it's not always just about good and bad. Yeah. Sometimes it's just about we all can stand a change. And if getting to know ourselves really helps that.
Yes, it does. It really does.
That independence and talking to yourself and realizing what you can give to a relationship, what you really can't. Yeah. It just helps you.
That accountability is very important.
God, and most people don't take it. So, I tell her
I'll keep your hands to yourself.
Right.
We're not children in grade school. Keep your hands to yourself.
And you grown. But I ain't gonna lie. I done told the woman a couple times, like, you are not going out in that. I done said a couple of things like that. I mean, I grew. But anyway, y'all, until we eat Thanksgiving leftovers, until we have my son across the room who was like, oh my God, when I was reading what was going on.
Playing his PS5.
Right, I'll update you guys on my health soon. I have some video of Sean unboxing his PS5. We'll talk about that. What else? Oh, I have something else coming out tomorrow. Me and Melissa gonna be trying some things out. And you guys look out for, I want to do what's in the box. So we're going to be doing that this week probably. Okay. So I love you guys. The video will be out tomorrow. I'm back. I'm feeling better. Oh, thank you for all the guys, everybody who like emailed me, DM'd me, wrote me, and sent prayers and you know, wished me feeling well. I am going to have a health update where I will explain to you guys about everything and the pain that comes with osteoporosis. I love y'all. Until we eat again. Later. That was a good video.
Later.
I'm full.
Me too. I ate my butt off.
You didn't. I ate. I ate my macaronis. I ate collard greens.
You know what macaroni does to me.
Yeah, so you're going to do the dishes? It's only a few. I have to edit.
What's today's day? What's today?
It's Sunday, but it's not dinner dishes. It's during the day.
No, that's right.
Come on, it's not gonna kill you.
I didn't say it was.
All right, later, y'all. For real. You ain't gonna die, bitch.
Shut up.